at all. So
I had a look at the options, I was thinking,
we'll just have to see if there's anything of value off of it here. I'm not super happy with the build here either, but I'm gonna be honest, it's been very difficult to actually get this one to be consistent today, so I don't know.
Let's go heads if you don't have a Sableye.
I'd like to hope I don't at this point. Yeah, you got
yeah, Sableye right now would be incredibly dumb.
it. I did just put the video up today, as this will date the thing for when I eventually. I did just put the video up today on the rule changes and the Sabledonk like solitaire play that I did. So yeah.
Going to use a Pecom.
Yep.
Bring Palava.
Yep.
Grab ourselves its little brother.
Seems good. Yeah, I can say it now. I'm pretty sure you've got the quote-unquote better fire build off of the two here because it's just inherently a little bit more consistent, I think. But this one does have some good damage output, so we'll see.
And we'll pass.
Okay, let's see what we can do then. Well, I mean, this hand's got a collector, so I can't complain too much, but I feel like we could be doing better here. That's okay. Right, so that's... How many prizes do I know? That is 1, 2... 3, 4, is that? Oh, more than that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that could be much worse if I'm being honest with you. Oh, don't zoom in too much there. That's the weird thing, isn't it? It's like you scroll the mouse wheels so you can go back up in the deck thingy, but then if you scroll it outside of the search, then it just zooms in all the way, and it's like, uh-oh. So we'll grab the Magnemite, we'll grab another Tepig, and I think looking at this hand, I'm gonna grab Cleffa here. And then we're gonna Pokécom in Magnezone whilst I'm in the deck here to grab Reshiram as well. I'd love to get more Magnemite, but you know how it is. We're gonna pay Rescue Energy to retreat here to the Cleffa, and we are going to play our little Squeaky Hammer and shuffle draw our 6 and...
If this is a Squeaky Hammer, what's Crushing Hammer?
Crushing Hammer is just a Pico Hammer, right?
We have the Ninetales.
That's pretty good.
We will roast Reveal.
Yep. So draw 3. Yeah, it's not up to. You do have to draw 3 with the stuff where possible. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, though, you will not instantly lose if you don't have cards to draw. So,
I will also put down a Squeaky.
Yep.
That's Fire Energy. Retreat.
Yep.
And we will also make various eating noises.
Okay. So yours stays awake, mine is still very sleepy. Typical. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we'll just get ourselves set up a little bit then, and then who knows. We're gonna bench another Reshiram, gonna rare candy to the Magnezone. Rescue Energy down on the Tepig and use the Magnetic Draw, so we draw 3, goes up to 6. Pokécom, we will get rid of Magneton. Grab ourselves out Ember. So we can Candy to Ember on this one. Inferno Fandango, the Fire to Reshiram, and Pont. Just double check I've not I've not discarded anything stupid, so we'll do that. We will get our 6 Pig Knight as well, and that will be all for me. Do I wake up? Yes, I do. Okay. I'd kind of complain, but at the same time, I've got quite a decent setup from the first couple of turns, so... Yep.
Rare Candy, Typhlosion.
Yep.
Once per... Roaster Veil.
Yep.
Done. Vulpix. Not ideal, but we will...
Understandable.
Afterburner.
Yep.
Need something to start going here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very understandable at this point.
And we make eking noises.
Yep. And then, do we wake up is the other question. Yes, okay. We will draw... Didn't I just put you back in the deck? God damn it. We will pawns here. Yeah, I redrew the Magneton. It's kind of funny. Doesn't matter though. Okay. This makes things interesting. Yeah, that is actually really curious. Trying to think what's best to do here. Surprisingly, I have a choice as to what to go for. Huh. Alright, we're gonna catch her up the Typhlosion. I didn't actually change the one in this deck because I didn't change the thing for it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have a coin toss at the moment. I just forgot. I actually did save the JSON, but I just didn't put it in this one apparently. I haven't edited this deck since. Right, Inferno Fandango, 2 fires onto the Reshiphlosion, and then we will Magnetic Draw. Thank you. I'll work on that as we go. I will Magnetic Draw for free. Yeah. Let's go Pecom. We will get this Ember back into deck. So where did he go? Oh yeah, right. I did check this earlier and found that was the issue. That's fine. We'll just grab a Tepig. Yeah, I forgot about that small issue here. 0 trade out and blue flare for 120. So that at least prevents the afterburner hit here.
Roaster Veil?
Yep. Yeah, I was tempted to capture that instead.
Afterburner?
But... Yep.
Well, I might as well force you to have 3 energy in your hand.
Sure.
Or 2 energy.
2. Yeah, I need more energy for this stuff. Yeah, makes sense.
Actually, no, I don't. Do I want to? I think I have to.
Okay. Yep, makes sense.
Pecom? Whoops, that's not the hit.
Where was that
Everyone's
energy
got a leash
attached?
around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright. Cyndaquil going back in, yep.
Yeah, it was one of those stupid click-through errors, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably just clicked the all button by accident on the thing with it, yeah.
So we have.
So much.
Did you not just bench that Cyndaquil this turn?
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
It's
Need to
okay,
get-
that's
we
why
haven't-
That's why I'm asking, because it is a new thing that we have to abide by that. So that's why I'm checking. It's not meant as any sort of issue.
Actually, you'd still need 2 energy. Need 4 to do anything with this.
Yeah, I do.
Catcher.
Yeah, if that's what's coming in. Uh-huh. That is one of the reasons why I don't think this is the better version of the deck overall, but
We'll use a plus power.
yeah, okay. That makes sense, because it kind of is needed for the...
We'll flare destroy.
Yep, doing 80.
Because that's going to be more of a pain for you to get out and...
Yeah, it is. Dude, this is the 3rd fucking turn in a row. Get the hell out of my my top decks, you stupid. Oh my god. That's so crazy. I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke it by hitting the magnets on here. The 3rd fucking turn in a row. I cannot make this up.
I'm gonna give that deck a few extra shuffles, I think.
No, it's funny because I've drawn cards after I've done the shuffle stuff too, so it's just like, I drew, what, like 3 cards off a magnetic draw afterwards, so it just, like, this wasn't it's back on top of the deck, it's just, it happened to be the 4th card back on top of the deck of it, right? Yeah, as much as I don't like to, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this Ember here. Which is a bit of a pain, but what can you do? Alright, Magnetic for 2 is not amazing here. Might have to be the case, though. Not feeling too good about that. I'm gonna go for the full 6, actually. I'm gonna junk on Discard Catcher and Candy to get the Pokécom back, and then I'll use the Pokécom to shuffle in the Tepig and Fail Search.
Alright.
Because I think I kind of need a full, yeah, thank you. I think
Have you done that one over here as well?
I think that's the last time you're going to have to do that for me here, because I'm pretty sure I only managed to fit two catcher in this deck, but we'll see. And then I will go ahead and magnetic draw for the 6 here. That's like almost really good. Almost, but maybe not quite. I'm going to energy retrieval. Pick up the 2 fire that I blue flared last turn. We will just Fandango those down onto... yeah, I might as well Fandango them onto the Reshi, and unfortunately that's going to have to do, so go ahead.
Right. Rare Candy, Typhlosion.
Yep, this is going to get out of hand.
Sage's Training.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, that. Annoying. Grab these 2 and we'll get rid of these 3. Alright, we're going to Afterburner.
Yep. So, what was it, 2 fire and the Cyndaquil is what you got rid of then?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, that was about to check anyway,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, those go into hand, yeah. Right, so...
Where does this go?
that is the question.
'Cause I'm afraid of getting this Well, I suppose this is already in range of getting blue flared.
That is the one disadvantage of the Reshiphlosion, isn't it? Is that if you do go against the enemy one, it's like blue flare is already there.
I should probably still go for it.
It seems reasonable.
Do I put the third on is the question.
Yeah.
Actually, I've messed up here. Yeah, I've messed up. Oh, that's actually... I think I can afford to wait a turn. It's gonna be very hard for you to get 4 energy to get this thing up.
It's not wrong.
And seeing the other end ball come down means that hard switch probably isn't on their mind.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. 'Cause
Well-
I'd rather not Juniper this hand.
Yeah. There's a funny thing about that, Pepper, is that's what I wanted to do, but... you know how it goes. Yeah. It's not amazing, I'll be honest. God. What the hell do I even do with this? It just seems so bad. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that at the very least. We're going to. I guess I could just power up my other dudes, right? Doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Will Inferno Fandango here. Oh god, I don't want to do that, but I think I have to. Man, this hand is ass. One, the fuck do I do with that? Will Magnetic draw one here? That somehow made it infinitely worse. Go ahead. I don't think I can afford to do what I want to do with this either. Fuck me. I'm also not sure if you could have didn't you Sage last turn, or was that the turn before?
I did Sage.
Yeah, so it's like you wouldn't have been able to Juniper that hand anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to Juniper this hand.
Hmm.
You know, it'd be nice if we left the
think I'm gonna
portals
have
out
to.
for a turn to know we've played them.
Watch this.
Yeah,
game.
right? Yeah, you did collected those. Oh, there goes the Quilava. Oh, there goes Type as well. Oh boy. Full 7 now.
A ball still like this, I'd have been very tempted to just say pass at that.
It's possible.
Very
but...
tempted.
Yeah,
I
the
would not
longer
have gotten it out for 4 turns.
the longer you wait, though, is the other thing, right? It's like the longer you wait, the more chance I have of just mass. Because I think I already just about have attacker, like a very minimum attacker parity, but I'm pretty sure I'm ahead in the attacker race at the moment. So the longer you wait, the more trouble you get into with that, right? But
Roast reveal?
yep. But it is super painful when you've had to pitch 2 Resh for that.
If you're able for, will be if the deck runs a flower lady or not.
Afterburner.
Probably not.
What did I do with this? Yeah, well, afterburner again, manually attach.
Yep, so this one's up at 3 as well then.
Yep. Actually, manual attach should go on the active.
Yeah, if you want to actually get anywhere with it, huh?
I suppose the other option actually that now I'm looking at would have been hard to retreat the Tyke and Cleffa.
That is also possible.
It's a bit late for that now, though.
Yeah. But that would have been a possible way around as well.
Catcher, bring in the Rashi with 3 energy.
Sure.
We'll burn 1 on each.
Okay. 17.
I think that damage is going to be important.
It's not unreasonable. Alright, we will draw. Somehow it just doesn't help at all. God damn, alright. Yeah, we'll just outrage KO here.
So we will Afterburner.
Yep.
Twins.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't really gonna be able to do much to play around that, to be honest. Deck is pretty thin though, so...
You don't have to show a twins.
You should not be showing twins either, like really should not be showing twins.
Energy retrieval.
Yep.
Attach fire energy to the Cyndaquil.
Yep.
Flare destroys the KO.
Yep. Seems good. I mean, we always go there because that makes the most sense, but yep, we will draw. Okay. I guess we probably just keep this turn straightforward. Just thinking, is there any better way to do it? I don't think there is. Could get messy, but I suppose we will have to just deal with that. Let's retrieval, get back to fire. Yeah, we'll just keep this straightforward. We'll Fandango the two. Okay, of course they go to the wrong side, but it's fine. You know where it's coming anyway. We'll swap out and we'll blue flare KO. Yeah. Just keep it nice and simple right now.
Junk arm.
Yep.
Collector.
Yep. Typhlosion is not an item card, but
No, it was meant to be that. It was
yeah. That's fair.
So that.
Yep.
Manually attach.
Yep.
And then Afterburner.
Yep.
Plus par.
Yep.
Blue flare.
That's the problem. Yep. That's gonna be game because of my prizing, I think, but we'll see. Alright, it's not gonna be pretty, but I think I have to kind of go for a big one here. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna junk arm, twins, and fisherman for. Where is it? Where is it? Is it gotta be just those? I think so. Yeah, it's gonna be for retrieval, and I'm gonna go again as well for the same because I've got
Yep.
2 anyway. But I just play the first one, use it, whatever. So I'm just gonna go the same again, and we're gonna pitch some candy here.
Hang on, my cat is being naughty.
Oh no!
Wait, did you lock yourself in this room? Is that what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
No. Are you in this room? You are in this room. What are you doing in this room? Come on out. Come on. How did you even get in there?
Cats are liquid.
Clearly so.
It's the spare room with all the junk in it right now.
Okay, we are going to Inferno Fandango for 6 here. So I think we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, he is now a fire energy. 4, 5, and 6. We will magnetic draw 4. Oh wow, that did not work. Okay, I am so far out of this game anyway. Juniper. So fucking far out of this game now. But I absolutely have to hit the lightning, so that's what we've got to do. I don't think I can win from here, to be honest with you, but we'll do what we can anyway. We'll swap out, and we will, take the KO by going... I mean, you can't take a knockout on me anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll take one off of each.
Right? Keep swinging. I think we just have to go for it and destroy the lightning energy.
Yeah. Okay. We will draw. We'll Fandango a fire down. So, if I do that, yeah, we'll play the pawn here. Okay. Manual attach the lightning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That was it. I had nothing else.
Yeah. If anything was going to do it, was no more Reshirams. It was.
That was where I had nothing else going at that point.
I messed up at Sages.
Yeah. So I
took an energy.
Yeah, I prized one in the Magnemite, and I prized the only Flare Blitz end board that I have at the moment. That's why I couldn't P-Calm for it. And yeah, I was in the same Juniper Solar boat as you, except I had both my Fishermen, my remaining Junk Arms, and my last Red Candy as well. So I was just like, there's nothing I can do right now. But I didn't have a choice. I absolutely had to go for it in the end.
I need to get... Yes. think if it didn't mess up that Sages would have been fine.
I think he would have been, yeah. I had my hand was just like all the stuff I couldn't afford to discard, and I could only find the 2 Junipers that I had, so it was just I had 3 Pont I think left in deck, so like that was just annoying to be honest. But you know, such is the way. This list is hard to put together to make it consistent enough here. I ended up not like I've taken out one of the Reshi, and that was the other problem, as I didn't have Reshi left either because you killed them before Rescue Energy could happen. Although you were Flare Destroying, you'd have discarded the Rescue and it'd have been fine. But it's just like I couldn't really keep as many of the things in as I wanted because I needed more energy. Magnezone obviously doesn't work if you have like 12 energy in deck or something, so I needed more for that. And you know, the Flare Blitz does require that you have non-fire energy on it, so you don't discard 4 every turn. So I was like, well, Rescue Energy is what the regular Magneboar deck did, so you could get more attackers back and stuff. Let's try that. And it's fine. Like, it's not a terrible idea or anything, but maybe I should have kept the 3rd Reshi in there. I don't know. That would have probably helped a lot there. But yeah, it's just tough. There's no real good way of making a lot of the stuff with it there, to be fair. It's just a really awkward situation.
Mine as well, so I'm just gonna throw it out.
Yeah.
I'm based a bit more on the Ballad's build, which is why it's running 4 stages, its main draw, quote unquote.
Yeah, you basically don't get going if you don't open Collect or double Magnemite plus thingy in here. So you're going to get going maybe about 30% of the games at best, which is why I don't like this sort of one. Like, maybe it's still better than playing the 2-1-2 here, I don't know. I ended up playing Pichu as the other sort of bit of going, well, I've got 2 really good starters I can go for there at that point, so let's sing it. But yeah, you basically just don't get started often enough with this deck for my liking.
I don't feel this format's consistency very well, to be honest.
It's a strange one in that aspect. I think it's just because the cards are trying to do a lot, right? Like, as great as Inferno Fandango and stuff like that is, you do need to have a lot of cards going for it at that point. And now we've got, you've got to include like 8 catchers in your deck and 12 junk arms, and you know, 16 rare candies. It's like you can't not include all the stuff.
One of your items you're often stuck as well, and you can't search them, so you got to hard draw them.
And yeah, I mean, this format's got enough hard draw options. It's just it's a tricky one to play, I think, is the bit with it. Also, yeah, I just don't like twins. I'll be completely honest with it. I think that that you're not obviously playing a lot of them here, but I feel like twins is actually often more detrimental than it is helpful, because yeah, like if you play too heavily into it, then and you don't play the other supporters that you would play for that sort of consistency, you don't get to play half the hands, right? Because if your opponent is also just not killing you at the start of the game, like we had about 4 turns of standoff almost there, right? And it's just like, if you're not going behind on prizes, your engine is dead. And Magnezone can't draw if you have 6 cards in hand, and it suddenly spirals out of control a bit. I get why it's played, but I just don't like it as much as I maybe expected I would. I also played 1 beach as an added consistency in here as well in the end, because I really was having a hard time setting this up.
I was thinking beach as well. I wasn't sure about that versus the Cleffa.
Yeah. No, well, I played the Pichu as like my second attempt at that bit, right? So I was just like, I need to set up no matter what with this, so I'm going to play the Pichu as an additional way to potentially get going. It did come at some compromises. I'm not convinced that, I mean, you've only got 1, but I'm not convinced that 2 Reshi is really the correct thing here. I would have loved to have kept the 3rd one, because I think that is actually really good here. Rescue Energy does mitigate that in most situations, but obviously Reshiram would be kind of annoying there. But at the same time, like, Typhlosion doesn't always match up super well into Reshi, so I don't know. It's because Afterburner, as you saw, putting the damage counters on yourself means that Blue Flare just kills you, so It's a
Good
weird
for your
spot.
outrage, though.
Yes, very good for the outrage. No, I do think this is overall the better version of the deck, the Reshi one, because you've got obviously inherent synergy with Ninetales. Ninetales being a stage 1 as well, it's a lot easier to get into play consistently. So I do really like that, and I feel like the fact if you get your energy from the discard all the time, you don't have to play as many retrieval stuff as I do. Like, I cut this down as well. I'm only playing two of each now, the Retrieval Fisherman, but I feel like I always want more than that. And yeah, Junkarm can technically be more, but again, it's ordering, isn't it? Like, sometimes you just don't draw the cards in the right order, and you have to discard all your Junkarm to a Juniper so you can try and find your goddamn lightning energy. You know? Yeah, it's strange. I do like both of these decks, really. I wish I could fit plus power into here as well. That does help a lot in other matchups for the whole dragon scenario, right? But yeah, it's tough. Very awkward format in general. I mean, hey, obviously we are coming off of having Yuxi in format, which has massively upped consistency stuff for ages, right? So that's going to inherently skew things a little bit in terms of perception. I do still feel like this format does have a lot going for it. You should be able to get to what you want most times, but these decks are trying to do an awful lot, and that's
much. I think if just Skylar, I think we just put it over the edge. I think just not have to hard draw your items. Just
and that's why when Boundaries Cross came in, that's why Blastoise was actually like really good. You know, it was because it had. There was a few reasons, but Skylar was a big one, right? Being able to Skylar for the rare candy really did help out a lot. So, yeah. If I had Skylar, I would play like that over probably Twins and.
Once you've used one, you've got Junkarms. It's taking the second and third much easier.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's just like multiple stage 2 decks are always going to be hard to set up, no matter what, right? It's just inherently really difficult to set up multiple different stage 2 lines. But Magnezone is so inherently good at like everything that you kind of need to, right? I initially started this list with Ninetales instead of Magnezone, and ultimately in the process of building it was just like, no, Magnezone just works better here, right? Because it takes up almost the same space if I play this kind of line, and I want to have non-fire energy anyway, so like Ninetales inherently is a bit weaker at that side, right? When you can't play all fire or like everything but one.
Attacker.
Yeah.
Or my primary attacker in this case.
Yeah, it's your primary, which is perfectly fine. That's Magneboar is a really good deck for a reason, and yeah, it's just super strong for basically everything. But Reshiram is always the main thing I wanted to be hitting with in here, though, which is why I'm still not happy at taking the third one out. I wanted a 14th energy, and I really could not find anything else to go. I'm already short on a few things in here anyway, right? I had to take the 4th Junkarm back out, 3rd Catcher isn't in here, plus Power isn't in here anymore. But it was just it was inconsistent if I didn't do that. So, you know, you've got to take what you can, I guess. It's tough. Maybe I don't even need Twins in this one, to be honest. I only have one copy, but maybe I could actually take that out since I've got the beach in here. Yeah, I had to take the 4th Tepig out as well. That's how you know things are getting a bit dire in here, because I did have like the 4... I think it was 414 initially, because I had 2 of each of the Emboar. The whole idea, since we didn't get to see this one, thank you prizes, this Emboar does a massive amount of damage, and if you have a DC or like Lightning plus Rescue or something on it, you only have to discard 2 fire, and 150 KOs almost everything in the format. So...
I was looking at options to counter-attack over dragons. I tried the Samurott, but it just didn't fit as well as the other Emboar in here. Because it was another line, it was awkward with the stages.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yep. No, it's understandable. The Samurott was in the Reshiphlosion deck that I was
think it'll
testing
go much
last round.
better
And
in
it's,
there.
it's really nice in here.
And
Yeah.
again, though, it probably wouldn't once I've done with it, because I'd probably throw 4 stages in that too.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. It's either Sage or Juniper in that sort of way, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Juniper's not much better.
Yeah, but you probably gotta play her anyway, though, because yeah, discard draw 7 is really, really strong. You don't always have to play a full forward, but very often it is just the way to go for a lot of stuff. Right. Well, that's enough of seeing this one from me, at the very least.
I should have food arriving soon, so it's probably not best for me not to take the next one.
Okay. Yeah, I will be honest, I don't have a ton of, like, crazy stuff to look at here, but, just thinking, I've got...
like a vanilla Mew, and a mostly vanilla Mew box.
Yeah.
I was looking at, but don't really feel too great about. I just think...
I have, like,
really
Probably
two
gonna be a
kind
shorter
of...
day.
Oh, yeah, probably.
There's not a lot.
I'm like torn between basically playing the ZPST list from the site because I didn't change anything in there right now, or playing the one other thing that I have potentially changed that is probably not as good, but at least could be different, I guess. Did I actually put the right catcher in this lot though? That is the question. I did eventually have it out. I just don't know if I've... no, I don't. Okay. Right. Let's grab that real quick then. I had it out in my like build thing earlier, but I had already built these decks beforehand, so you know. Basically, the idea, for those who don't know, is Pokemon Catcher's original text did not have a coin flip on it, which is legally distinct from Reversal right now, you know. And it's funny because Reversal is not in expanded format because it came out later, so it's always going to be distinct. But yeah, we unfortunately do have to deal with the fact that it doesn't have a coin flip, so Pepper did get the text and stuff sorted out for it, so we can have the proper one without having to play the gold catcher, because that is ugly as sin.
Boss's orders, but actually toxic.
Yeah. Okay, what would one like?
Heads.
No, okay. Playing into the Mech Knight column and everything here as well. What have we been teaching you? Okay. Thankfully, I can't kill you on the first turn here with my lead because I do not have an energy, but that is fine. Yeah, because this guy on the coin flip will actually kill you. Although I could if he's in deck. We're gonna collect it here.
Oh. Cairo.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. What else do we want out of this? Probably another Yama, and we will take a Horsey. I think seems reasonable. I was gonna get my own Cleffer and just probably go in through that, but I think taking the more aggressive stance here is more reasonable, considering I won the coin flip this time. Yeah, okay, so we will do that. We will go to the Tyrogue, and we will use the Mischievous Punch to do 30 damage and take the KO on the Cleffer. And do I wake up? Is the question. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, so this is the first time we're actually seeing the Tyrogue come in, and it makes a lot of sense for the deck I'm playing, but it's just, yeah. Yep. And there's the sort of payback, but at the same time, forcing you away from your Shuffle Draw 6 active, I think is probably more detrimental here, right? Because if you have to play this instead of playing like a Collector or something, I'm probably happy with that. Especially because we have a couple of Yama on the bench, and this guy doesn't have a retreat cost either, so there's a lot of pressure coming down here, and if it's Twins and not Collector, I think I'm okay with that. At the same time, this is the kind of situation where Twins is at least good, right? Is the facing against early aggression stuff. It's not... I do not envy this spot. It's funny, actually, that you're bringing this up, because I was considering this as well. This was a last-minute thing for me, going... Yeah. No, this was a last-second testing thing for me as well, going, I kind of want to play this, but at the same time, didn't have the energy to edit it, really. Yep, so shuffle that up.
Mental Avatar.
Yeah, you've got to get another one down for sure.
Dark Energy on Lavatar.
Yep.
Ass.
Okay, we will drop. Let's go Yan 1, Yan 2. Cleffa down as well, just so I have the full bench for this guy. Yeah, I don't think I need to play that one yet, so we'll judge here. Draw the 4.
I will 8 energy this day. How was that?
Yeah, we'll swap out and we'll just KO the active with Sonic Boom here. There's not really a reason to play otherwise with this this hand. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Energy flooded twice in a row, and I play like 10, 12, 11 energy.
I went first. Unfortunately, that's all there is to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, couldn't play the game.
Yeah, I know. I have.
I could, yeah, that was Twins for Larvitar Twins. Larvitar attached Darkness. Twins next turn, Candy Teton. Try and Teton my way back into it.
Yep. Which could have worked, but unfortunately.
Yeah, my hand was 4 energy in the pond. As well as that Twins. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. No, apparently not. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Non-game. Ay, ay, ay.
Again, just...
Yeah, just not much going for it. DNA's I had to come quickly because today's EPO and started 50 minutes ago, which means there's only 10 minutes left. Yeah, this is technically the third game that's been played now.
I keep getting donked.
I happen to be playing the one deck that's playing Tyrogue, so you know. God damn. I'm sorry, man. Right, you go first this time because yeah, this is getting silly. Although you'd probably be happy enough with this one anyway, but
I just tried thinking, play what hand which makes me think, don't want to put this down.
yeah, so I went second versus Sai, but I've only gone first against you so far, which is unfortunate for you. But yeah, we're not dying turn 1 this time at the very least, right? So there is that.
So yeah, if I'm going first this time, just avoid it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to, let's just you go first here. Yeah, not quite as gross a start on my end, but It could
Unfortunately,
be.
There's a brick. Next, your pass.
Oh, Jesus, okay. You know... This isn't completely a brick, but it's not too far off of it either, to be honest with you. We'll attach a DC to the Cinccino, we will swap, and we will go for last resort to see if I can get 30 on here. And we do, so, okay.
Okay, we've unbricked. Collect
Hey, nice. Now I have to unbrick next turn, hopefully. Yeah, this the secondary reason of playing Tyrogan here is because I've got like 5 outs basically to do 30 damage on turn 1. Admittedly, coin flips obviously come in a lot, but that's always going to be the case anyway. So yeah, 1 for 30 on the coin flip is not terrible. It really isn't. That's why I swapped to this one instead of the other one that's like 2 coin tosses to do 10 each, because that 30 actually makes a much bigger difference if you land it. And then the other Cinccino is 50 HP, and we don't play that one. Yep.
So now we're going into the bench. I'm just thinking it's worth trying to save this Jirachi or not. Nah.
Yeah, there's a 50% chance it's saved by my luck anyway, so you know.
I mean, I could assume you have a Cinccino access at this point.
You see, yeah, you kind of do, but you would be pleasantly surprised, I guess, at this point. Seadra, Yarn Mega, Water on the Seadra, we'll flip to see if I can get it. I actually do, okay. Down to Ghost. Lucky on my end, I guess. Problem is, as you've obviously seen, no supporter in the first couple of turns for me, so that's not great. Where's my Jirachi EX? Just saying. Not until the very end of the block, I know, but
That's correct here. Candy. Tita.
barf. Yep.
Jump Arm. Scarred. DC Pubitar. Candy.
Sure. Double barf. Alright.
And eat.
Sure.
Yeah, a bit expensive going DC like that, but
Okay. We will draw.
I think double candy turn is worth it. I think it's
Well, okay, that technically does it, but not for the reasons I was hoping for. I did draw the Cinccino finally. Alright. I guess, I mean, it's not really going to matter too much either way, so I'm just going to put it down. I have Kingdra, like I opened the entire line in my hand basically and nothing else, so great. 40 damage is still enough to take this out, so I will just do the wave here and just get the KO. I've got to do what I can to try and unbrick here, to be honest. There's no point putting the damage counter down. I didn't forget to, obviously. It's just there's no point when you've got Superior.
Rainbow on the active.
Yep.
Put it down just to
Yeah, just
get Haunt.
Yep. Yeah, who would have guessed, right? All it takes is just me having a brick hand instead, and we actually have kind of a game going on here.
I was done the towel then.
Yep.
So it goes here.
And then, yeah, 30 on the Cinccino because you've got a special dark on it. Yep. And we will draw. Wow. This is dire, I'll tell you. We'll bench Tyrogue, we'll spray splash actives to get just a little bit of extra damage on it, and we'll hit for the do the wave for 60 here.
70 down to 60.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, his bench did have 10. It's just getting removed anyway. There wasn't much I was gonna do. I mean, I could have, if I could have done Yanmega, I guess I could have spray splashed linear attacked the Larvitar, so it did matter, but not for very long. But I can't match hand size at the moment because I can't draw for shit, so, you know. For what it's worth, this would have happened with or without Yuxi because I just haven't drawn a single
Twins.
playable. Yep, I just haven't drawn a single light trainer to play even. So with or without twins, this still would have happened. Not twins, fucking Yuxi. Obviously, Yuxi would help a lot here, but it's like, yeah. All it takes is potentially like one collector or something to get back in, but
Pokemon?
Yep.
In a Larvitar?
Yep. Well, I mean, I say that, but I'm too far behind at this point. There's no point even continuing this game. We will, but like because I've just
Larvitar?
dead drawn the entire time. Yep. There's practically no point.
Special Dark on the Pupitar.
Yep.
Capturing the Tyrogue.
Yeah, okay.
Darkness I'll take KO and
Yep.
Red.
Gotta be honest, I don't think that was the best play, but I understand why you did, but I don't think that's the best play you could have made in that situation. But I mean, again, I can't draw worth shit, so you're gonna get away with it. All it would have taken was a single collector in that spot, and I would have had it. But you know,
Kind of something close.
all right, we'll swap out. We'll spray splash, and we'll dragon steam for the 60 here as well. So
So this from 12 down to 11.
yeah. No, by far the better play was just to stay in with keep the Cinccino in and just hit there. Yep. Because you get you've missed out on 20 damage on this thing. Now here you've got to kill it in 4 attacks instead of 3, which is you would have gotten the double prize at the point after. And taking 1 mon off my board doesn't make any difference because I still 1 collector is enough to max my board out anyway, so I still would have done exactly the same thing. So
Tita. This
Yeah.
tail.
I'm just gonna draw one here to see. Yeah, you got it. I did not draw a single playable card in all the turns here. That's why half my supporters were prized. About half of those. Pecon doesn't do anything. DC doesn't do anything. Pecon again. Yeah, I wasn't drawing for like. That is 10 turns into the game before I drew a card. I think that could actually help. That's
Yeah, the reason I brought it is because I wanted to mess with Max Potion in this.
Yeah, that's fair. Max Potion's not good in this stat. What are you doing? Right?
160 HP.
Yeah,
One
you've
user.
only got special energy. You only play like 7 or 8 energy you can even attack with in the first place.
Maybe indeed it's a bit bad.
It's awful. I don't. It's not just bad. It's unusably bad. What are you doing?
I didn't really.
I get the idea, but it's just like
This is a
Yeah.
bit of a 10-minute club, but
I get kind of the idea, but literally you cannot recover these ever. That's the thing.
what
It's
do I
like
cut for energy is the problem. Like I could cut one of these and just junk arm it. That's fine. So that's one energy slot. What else gets cut? Which is the other problem here with this format is what the hell do I cut to make room for all these items?
I mean that. Oh wow, first world problems on that one. You know, it's not this. That's none of this format thing. That's I've been playing 20 supporters for the last 10 years of the game problem. You know, that's oh no, I can't play the game any other way.
So these have 2 more basic darkness.
Yeah, I mean your entire game plan is revolving around healing with this. There is no need for max potion in a deck like this. Regular potion probably does more than that does. I'll be honest here, it's just like, I mean, maybe, not even like blue flare and stuff I guess, but it's just like, really? Because are you gonna take a blue flare and then just go darkness howl afterwards and just be okay with that as is? I don't think that's really where T-Top wants to be.
Typhlosion also just kind of eats this.
No, it's like if you want to play the max potion, you have to do it with Reuniclus in this sort of deck. There is absolutely no way that in a deck like this.
That's just putting this down, starting with totally different concept. That's basically making the truth at that point of max potions.
I mean, yeah, and that's kind of the point. That's why that was played in this. Yo, now this. I mean, you just play more superior. Basically, you try and get 2 of these down, right? It's just healing 20 every in between every turn, but that's the way that I've seen this do work. But
Trying to get something out of this bad set fails.
I mean, understandable. Whereas, I mean, this is relatively self-explanatory, but it's Cinccino does up to 100 with New Wave for a DCE. 100's not quite enough to get the kills that you need though, so Kingdra comes in and pings a lot of that. And before that, well, Cinccino's weak to fighting, and Donphan plus Reshiram is obviously a bit of a thing, so it's, well, Yamega can help a little bit with that.
Yeah, like Yamega or Tornadus, but Yamega's just...
Yeah, I mean, Tornadus means I have to play more than 7 energy. I only want to play 1 energy on each of my other guys, so that's pretty much why. It's Tornadus would mean that I'd need to play like 10 energy minimum, and I wanted to fit the plus powers, the catches, the Pecons, all of the other bit of it here. Has Tornadus been seen at all? No, because I was considering playing ZPST, but I haven't changed any of the cards within the thing with that, and it's still, I wouldn't say it's completely inconsistent. It's certainly better than it was last round, but I'm still not super like happy with the way it's currently set up, like card for card. I mean, But otherwise, no, Tornadus hasn't been seen today beyond that. We played Reshiphlosion versus my Magneboar stuff, which that's Pepper's one. I had mine over here. And then we've played this, the Tita Superior against this here. And yeah, two complete donks and then one dead draw for like 7 turns, literally. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't hate this idea. I was messing with this sort of bit as well. I'm just Max Potion I don't think is the play here, because you don't have enough energy to really work around that. And I do see the Shaman, and I'm like, well, I guess technically you could Shaman over, but then it's still the same situation. Just you now have to have another one of these on the bench that you're going to do the thing with, and it still just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I do kind of get the idea, but I am very much not convinced over just playing more superior.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get I might actually start putting time into this format to actually learn it properly, because I'm just not feeling the format at the moment. And I'm not gonna lie, just getting donked twice in a row like that is not helping my opinions.
No, there is a reason why I want to shift away from this and like spend a little bit more time in like the next set's format rather than this one, because next set I think is substantially nicer when it comes to that, right? Because we have another starter we could play that's actually good. We haven't played Smeargle really since this thing came in, which is
people paranoid about the about Smeargle hitting Juniper.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, I guess I just haven't quite like played enough Switch and stuff that I'd maybe use it with. But yeah, no, like Smeargle could be a potential answer for some people, for some deck stuff here. But really, realistically, it's like, you know, Virizion next set is very, very nice to alleviate some of these donking issues, right? People stop, yeah, DNA saying it there as well. People stop playing it because of the fear of hitting Juniper. Yeah, understandable. Not as many Juniper were getting played in a lot of the decks that I've seen. There's like at most generally a 2 of, although yeah. Yeah, Smeargle died. Yeah, okay. Honestly though, I've been seriously considering whether or not you should be taking Smeargle over Cleffa.
It's like, do you fear Juniper more or Tyrogue? I'm thinking Tyrogue.
I mean, you look at this deck and you go, oh, for fuck's sake, there's like 5 guys that can kill me on turn 1 here, and that's without playing plus powers. Oh no. 5 guys that can hit you turn 1 potentially. I know there's coin tosses, but like 5 that can hit you turn 1, and you've got 0 retreat on 4 dudes, and 4 of the other dudes are the ones that actually kill you. It's just like, yeah, okay, this is at least partly designed to take advantage of that early game, right? But yeah, no, I don't know. It's awkward. I would have still potentially tested Smeargle if we were like, if we'd say spent a week before playing in this sort of bit with it here, just because I feel that I mean, this is why I play Manaphy in the one deck last week, right? Is just because this Cleffa just gets its ass kicked at the start of the game. It's like, god damn it. Is that the name of your new deck? 5 guys, burgers and fries. God damn it, DNA. It could well be, to be honest. There are indeed 5 different basics in here, so I guess it technically works, right?
What's the burger and what's the fries?
Well, clearly this guy's got to be the burger. Tyrogue is very burger shit, right? As for the fries, I don't know. I imagine Kingdra would probably be a pretty good fryer, right? It's got the steam for air frying after all, right? So it should be pretty good. Yeah. So as you point out as well, I'm not the biggest fan within this format. I think it's tough because I feel like the decks are either like trying to do too much, aka your like dual stage 2 stuff that is inherently going to brick sometimes when you really just want to get going, and again, fitting some of the item stuff in can be really hard. Or it's, you know, like a... Well, I wouldn't even say this is a Daunt deck per se, but it can sort of facilitate that. But you're either trying to play multiple stage 2 stuff, or you're playing, like, you know, Zekrom, I guess, as a basic only thing, or you're just trying to play the bare minimum that you can, I guess. And there's not really any way of doing that super well here, I think. Like, Zekrom itself has energy issues beyond just, oh, you just got Pachirisu and it's fine. But, like, you've got to have a lot of energy in hand, and then to get to the Pachirisu, that deck plays dual ball instead of collector, so you can actually do supporter stuff as well as, you know, do the thing with it here. I'll bring it out because I've got it card for card. That's what was on the site. I think
the bare minimum is it's actually a Donphan.
Yeah, it probably is. Like, Donphan and Dragons is probably the minimum setup. But then I guess it's like, if you're only playing Outrage on the Dragons, they're surprisingly not great into the decks that can actually use their second attacks, right? That's the awkward bit.
Problem with that is that you don't have big hits.
Yeah. So it's weird because it's like if you just play the Donphan and Dragons thing, you're probably gonna have to only play like 6-7 fighting energy and 4 DC, and that's probably all you're gonna have space for. You might be able to play Rainbow in there, but even that's a little sketch, I think. Just because you don't necessarily want to put that extra ping on the Donphan, right? And you would also have to double Rainbow the Dragon to actually get it to do its attack anyway. I think
you still run the Rainbows because you can ping the Dragon with them, which helps you gain damage a bit.
So then we're effectively playing, what, like 4 DC, 4 Rainbow, 2 Fighting or something, really, right? Because
look at the MVI list, which is the next set's list for Donphan and Dragons. They run 6 Fighting, 4 Rainbow, 4 DCE.
Okay, so
the Dragon lineup with 2 Kyurem, 1 Reshi, 1 Zekrom.
Fair enough. That's fewer dragons than I was expecting, I guess, but fair dues, yeah. I don't know. It's just a strange one, because there are good cards and stuff with it here. Like, I didn't end up playing the Mandibuzz, but that would have been a really nice play last time. I considered it, I really did, but I was like, I think Yarmega probably just works better for Cinccino and stuff here. So yeah, it's like, there are decent cards. It's not just like Magnezone, Emboar, Reshiram, Zekrom, etc. There are some other things you can really do. Tyranitar is good, don't get me wrong, like, this is another one that's finally its time to shine, right? Finally actually does well. But, this format is kind of annoying to play. Just
like, spreads weird into Dragon format as well, so...
It's... I mean, again, this is the other bit that kind of annoys me, of like, how much I dead drew in that last game. I have 13 supporter cards in here. That is a little bit more than average, considering none of them are Seekers or Fishermans or anything like that, right? Yeah, that is a little bit above average.
Be especially often.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating that because that you no longer have, say, Yuxi. It's a big thing, right? But we no longer have the capability to draw cards off of a PCOM or off of Collector or something like that, right? I mean, we could get Clever, I guess, but beyond that, it's like we really don't have those sort of draw options that we had before. And sometimes you just don't draw a supporter, even if you have almost a quarter of your deck as supporters. And shit happens, right? Super annoying. But, it is what it is. I mean, this is something that we have had to deal with in the past before. I mean, we both know it from the very first set of the game, that when we both played Venusaur, right? So, this is not entirely new, but it doesn't make it any nicer.
Yeah, like, we've been kind of, I don't know we haven't really addressed it, but I think first turn rules make these babies so much more annoying.
Yes.
Specifically because you can just so easily find a Tyrogue.
Yes. That definitely doesn't help. And they're just annoying all around. Like, that was always like the double-edged sword of Gen 2 when that first came out, of going, oh, no, it's just a 50% chance you don't get to do anything. At least you can attack safely when these are available. It's just like, if they stay asleep, you can't do damage. And it's just so irritating. I know it's why like Yanmega is really good and whatnot as well, is partly because of these dipshits, but it's just like you just get ground to a halt. It's funny actually, Omnipoke put up a new test of their tabletop setting stuff very recently, like literally the day after we played the black and white format. It's very funny actually. And they did Magneboar versus Yanmega Magnezone, the first place world's winning one against the juniors world's winning list, not the one that I played. And yeah, it turns out the Magneboar deck didn't play reversal. And of course, Joe, being the massive locksack that he is, got the correct Tyro situation about 4 turns in a row. In the middle of the game, he was already winning. I was just like, God damn it, dude. Oh, I hate it when that sort of thing is massively determinant. And I know Laser later is going to also do a thing, but it's like, at least you could play Switch to get around Laser, right? Most of the time. It's just... Yep. I don't know. I should play more catcher, I guess.
In Gen 2, these things were anti-donk.
Yeah.
Because they worked on turn 1 going second.
Yep.
Now they don't. And they you can't sleep turn 0.
I was about to say, you better roll make these things asleep at the start of the game. But the problem is, if you go first with one of these in the active at that point, then they can't attack, because they'd be asleep on your turn going first. Ah. God damn it, dude. I don't know. I'm not a fan of these, to be honest. Yo, iPod Roll, thank you for the tier 1 sub there. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna do it for me as far as talking about this stuff. I'm more than happy to spend some time like playing, not playing, but like building a little bit, if you will, for the Noble Victory stuff. I think I'd like to spend next week in its entirety in that, to be honest, because it's the set before EXs and there's actually some different things to do. Yeah, Noble Victories.
Let's clean up these decks and bring out NVI.
Yeah, so for those on YouTube, thank you for watching the bit here. This one's much shorter than normal because, let's face it, yeah, we played 4 games within that still, in the space of an hour and like 8 minutes, so, oh well.
4 games, open quote.
Yes,
To be fair, ours lasted like half an hour.
Yeah, ours was decent. I probably shouldn't have won that one, but it is what it is.
No, I definitely messed that up. I should have taken energy off the sages.
It's fine. Mistakes happen all the time. I made a critical error in last week's game, right, with the Yanmega Magnezone, and you know, snowballed out from there. But anyway, yeah, for the YouTube stuff, we're gonna leave it here. But on stream, we're going to do some deck building and stuff for the next set, or at the very least, look at it and see what we can